Alright, y'all, Lotus is gone. I got dibs on his Switch too. Who's gonna get the other one? Interesting. You'll have your fair shot at it, just like everyone else this weekend.
I meant to fuck around with some Mario Kart tonight, but I accidentally slept the day away.
We've all been
It
there.
really be like that.
I was up late with some of the fellas last night, and I was like, I haven't really slept that well the last couple nights. I took a ZQL Ultra on an empty stomach, and it is really easy to fall back asleep if you take one of those. It's got like double the half-life of whatever they put in Benadryl or normal NyQuil or any of that, I guess, or like the Tylenol PMs or whatever. So I took it, went to bed at 3, woke up right before 11. I had a phone meeting I needed to take, so I woke up, took that, felt fine during it. It's not like I was drowsy or anything, but that lasted an hour. I finished that, laid down for a little bit, made lunch, ate it, and then knocked back out for a couple hours. And it's like I kind of had to like wake myself up when I woke up in the afternoon because it was just really, really easy to fall asleep.
Definitely been there before. Remember when my sleep was particularly fucked up? Nothing I tried worked. I wonder if that would have helped. But I was taking melatonin and ZQL and the tart cherry juice and shit.
Melatonin was weird because sometimes it would help me and sometimes it would do literally nothing.
I was taking like double doses of everything and nothing was working.
I've always meant to go. I think it'd be nice to go to the doctor and just get a prescription for like a real sleeping pill, and not to like nightly or anything, but just. I'll get on bad streaks where it'll be like a week of bad sleep, you know, and on day 3 or 4, if I could just pop a pill and like, hey, I'm good.
That would make my life so much better. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I've been meaning to do that, but I've been moving around so much it's hard to keep up with health insurance and then getting doctors organized and all that shit.
Those are habit forming real quick.
So I actually talked to a doctor recently that says those don't have to be habit forming. Maybe the ZQL Ultras, if you're talking about that. But you're supposed to use them to get into a routine. So, like whether your shit says take 1 or 2 pills, like you take whatever it recommends the first night and maybe the second night, and then you take half that the third night, and then, you know, cut the pill in half or whatever the fourth night, and try to go to bed normal after that. But you can abuse it and it can become an issue for sure. I had a family member who took them regularly and they had to swap them around every couple months or so and get them on a different pill that made you sleepy in a different way because your body builds up resistances and all that shit. So it can be scary, but I don't plan on like laying into it. It's just if I go a couple nights with rough sleep, I need one like reset button, and then I can feel good again. Then it's fine.
I've noticed when I go to bed without thinking of something beforehand, I get good sleep. I don't know about you guys, but my mind is constantly racing when I'm trying to go to bed.
What do you mean you don't think about stuff?
Yeah, like when I'm about to, when I'm going to sleep or like when I'm in bed, that's when my mind is the most active. I'm thinking of like everything.
Yeah, that's not a shot at you or anything. I'm envious. But like, what do you mean you don't think of stuff?
I wish I could get my brain to shut the fuck up once I get in bed. Like, yeah, remember that thing you said in the 3rd grade? Remember that one girl you talked to when you were 14? Remember that really mean thing you did when you were 7? Like, bro.
Oh, dude, shit like that haunts me forever. Yeah, I feel that.
Bro, I've had times when I'm about to go to bed where I think of something like mean or mean-spirited or like not so great that I did when I was younger. I'm like, damn, I want to reach out to that person and apologize for that thing I did. But I also don't want to remind them that that happened in the event that they've forgotten.
I feel like it's probably worth the reach out. Because if they, like, at least, like, if they don't, if they don't remember, then it's like, oh, you know, whatever. But then if they do remember, like maybe that was some shit they were hanging on to, they can let go of. Which oh shit, which Adam Sandler movie is it, chat? Is it Billy Madison? Where at the end of it he calls up Steve Buscemi and he goes, "Hey, I just want to let you know, like in high school I was really mean to you and I did a lot of stuff and I'm sorry." And Steve Buscemi goes, "Oh yeah, man. Well, shoot, thanks for calling, but no worries. That was forever ago. It's no biggie." And then they hang up the phone call. And Steve Buscemi pulls out a thing of lipstick and then pulls up a list that says people to murder and marks his name off the list.
That's insane. I've never seen that movie.
He's like, oh no, man, it's an Adam Sandler. It's one of the classic Adam Sandler movies from like the 90s or early 2000s. I just don't remember which one it is. But yeah, he has like a really normal conversation, like, "Oh yeah, man, that was forever ago. No, don't even worry about it." Then he hangs up the phone call. It's just pulls out a list of people to murder and just takes it off.
It's fucking hilarious. Like, I know I definitely made some jokes as a kid that are like, it's not jokes I would make today, and it's just like, damn, that was really mean.
It was Billy Madison. You ain't gotta watch it. I'm gonna link it for chat though. It's a 1 minute. It's a 1 minute Billy Madison snippet.
I'm gonna watch it. Yo, Hub, what's good, man?
Agami will pull up when Omega's done.
Are they recording Snap? What's happening over there?
I think he said he wanted to record a discussion video. Forgot about what though.
Insane. Nigga just has that shit like hung up in his living room, dog. Like
behind his couch, yeah.
Yo, nigga had a hit list just hung up on the wall in his living room over his couch.
I haven't seen that movie in long enough, man, because the music rolling in right then too. Why was the list so long? Look, a lot of people were probably mean to that guy in high school.
I think by the time I was in high school, I was much more mature and considerate of how I talk to people, but I'm sure there was still some jokes I cracked here or there that like, maybe that person didn't deserve that. Cause like I have a filter now, but like I've always been like pretty quick-witted, right? So I always have like a retort for every fucking thing. But I don't really use it these days because it's like, it's not really worth taking it that far. But if I thought it would get a laugh out of niggas, I'll take that shit to 12 just for the meme. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, definitely. I got it was like my main way of getting attention in like middle school to high school, which is being funny, and some of that was definitely at the expense of others. So it was okay. So I done a lot of reflecting over the past year, and I realized, man, a lot of the shit that I say, like when I hear something, it's got to get ran through like 7 filters before whatever like is gonna come out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. Because like my first few thoughts are always like, "What the fuck is going on, man?" Like, Whether it's just like overtly negative for no reason or something, but it's like I gotta run it through 9 filters before people can hear this because it's.
My biggest thing is like shit I be wanting to tweet where I'm like, I know this is fucking hilarious to the right people. I know this shit would probably go crazy, but I just don't think this is good for my brand.
Yeah, the wrong people are gonna read this and they're gonna twist this the worst way you can, and it's probably not that hard to twist this, but the people know what I'm talking about.
Right?
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
feel that.
This is gonna be someone's first impression of me, and they're gonna interpret this in a different way.
That's like if I used Twitter more, I don't know if I would have thrown it out, but that's like a Persona voice acting tweet I did. I was like, this is really funny to people on the outside looking in, but if this gets spread around like the voice acting community or the fan of voice acting community, I'm gonna look like a monster.
Yeah, I know, D-Night. It's just it's open to anybody. You don't even have to be subscribed to win. It's just. Which, by the way, we did hit the goal, and we will be giving away a Switch this weekend. So,
yippee!
I think most of the giveaways I've done, it wasn't even people who were subbed that won. I think I might have had like a sub win a giveaway like once actually. Lotus, let me borrow some bread. Rambler asking me to borrow money. Hell has frozen over. What is this?
Holy shit! Do you get the spaceship from the show?
Right.
You getting the whole shit? You're gonna be able to travel to Mars, dude. What the?
I nearly choked.
Reservation fee due today.
I saw the reservation fee and thought that was the price. I was like, oh, that's not. And then I scrolled up. What the fuck? Defiance in my bracket again. You gonna fuck them up this time. Remember me, motherfucker?
It's made from actual prop makers. It better be made from actual fucking space engineers.
Right.
If I can't at least go to Target in that thing, it ain't worth it. I mean, it is. I mean, whatever your preferences are, but like, goddamn, that price tag is a tag for a figure.
Someone out there owns it.
Your wife's got a good head on her shoulders. You keep her around. I'm gonna make a phone call real quick. I'll be right back.
For sure. I asked really nicely and she asked when I should want the divorce paperwork filed. Sounds about right. Where the homies at? Thunder just went to take a call. Omega is finishing up a recording for a video. Yudi's right here. Or maybe not.
I'm here.
Oh. Jojo and June just slipped out without saying anything to anyone. Not gonna lie, the new hair makes me want to go back and edit that Trunks I sent you a while back. That would be very fire of you to do. I think this is just gonna be my new go-to look, so I might have to rebrand. You feel me? Excuse me. All right. While I wait on the fellas. Beauty needs to hit 100K subs. He's severely underrated. All the homies eating in 2026, bro. What's up?
We gonna try, bruh. Hey, I appreciate that, man.
I've gotten comments from people who like thought that I had like 1 million plus subs or something already, or that I had way more than I do, which I found interesting, but I'm like, the numbers are like always right there in front of you though. Like, I don't know how you, I don't know. How many subs does he have? Not enough. Beauty going full time in 2026. Type shit.
I would love that.
Shit. Do I not have this range? Is your next stream? You'll take it easy, you know.
Full-time Resident Evil streamer. Shit. You know what's funny, right? I'm on fucking DMC right now on my Switch.
Shit. The Kill Sage is a full-time Silent Hill streamer.
This is true.
I swear that's that nigga's most streamed game.
I feel like every time I tap into his shit, he's always playing that shit. That or a freaking classic game, which I fuck with.
Either Silent Hill or Star Fox 64. Or the occasional Skullgirls.
Oh shit.
He has been at his Fire Emblem bag too. Sage been playing Fire Emblem on stream? I know he plays Fire Emblem. I don't think I caught him streaming it. Have you found a game you'd want to grind content on like DBFZ? No, and if I'm being completely honest, I don't think I ever will. But here's hoping. Maybe one day. I think DBFZ actually like kind of ruined me in a way where it's like they gave me a feeling that I might not ever get for the rest of my life, and I'm just constantly like searching for that and everything, and just like, and I just don't know if I'm ever gonna get it again. And unlike niggas who play like Melee or Marvel 3, like I don't like what the game is. I can't just like go back. It's because it's not even a matter of like, oh, DBFZ's dead or irrelevant, so I can't play it anymore. It's like, no, I don't like the game anymore, so I can't just like go and play it. You know what I mean? So I don't know, it really sucks. We got fighters at C tier now. Wait, what? What is this tier list? Missed my early morning Lotus before school held me down in high school. Man, you'd wake up to a Lotus Asakura stream, go to school, come back, I'd still be streaming, go to bed, I'm still streaming. Just saw a picture of canned Powerade. Nigga, that's a thing? What? I've never seen Powerade in a can before.
I've also that should be illegal. Doesn't sound right.
You said the stream on the whole time. Good times. The daily YouTube videos. I and my bank account really miss uploading daily. Which is funny because the daily thing wasn't even supposed to be a thing. Like my goal when I started taking YouTube serious was to upload like three, 4 times a week. But when I first started, I was like really motivated and like really having fun. So I was uploading like every day. And if you go back and watch those videos, I'm like, yeah, don't get used to this daily shit, by the way. It's not like I'm trying to be like a daily uploader. I just, you know, I'm just having a good time right now and I'm just like really motivated, but it probably won't last. Like the goal is like 3, 4 videos a week. And then I uploaded every single day for 2 years straight without missing a single day. You're gonna be back with those streams for Fighting Souls? I highly doubt it, because here's the thing, right? Even if Fighting Souls is a great game and I do enjoy it and I play it a lot, it'll never be like what Dragon Ball FighterZ was, because I don't have anywhere near, not even remotely close to the investment in Marvel or Marvel characters as I did with Dragon Ball. So it could be close, but it'll never be the same. Actually, I don't even think it'll be close, but here's hoping. You know how many hours you got in PS4 DBFZ alone? Off the top of my head, I don't remember for sure, but it's over 5,000. Yes, that is true, Forgotten Lotus. So this Invincible fighting game is the first game being made by a sub studio in or like a what do they say? It's like a new studio that's like led by a team of people who were the developers on Killer Instinct 2013. Skybound, there you go. I think the name of like the studio is like Quarterhouse or some shit like that. Who's nested fighters I see here in terms of like your favorite video games, Dragon Ball wise? In terms of favorite Dragon Ball games, Dragon Ball FighterZ is still my favorite because of like those first few years and how I. Why did that just go in? Wait, am I on the right shooting profile? That game changed my life in the best way possible. I'm not here today now in front of you guys if it's not for Dragon Ball FighterZ. And I enjoyed that game so much and everything, but obviously in terms of how much I enjoy it now, well, it's F tier. I dislike it so much I don't play it, but just if we're talking all time, DBFZ is still number 1. 5,000 hours in and of itself is 208 days of gameplay. Damn. And that's just on one PSN. I played that game on like 3 different PSN accounts as well as my Steam account. So, and on my Switch as well.
Punch the shit out of my mic. Nice.
We've all been there. No, I'm on high risk. I just made a white on high risk.
That's that my core shit, bro. For my core shooter, not real.
Yeah, that's weird. Yo, I forgot about Kick-Ass. I really like that movie. I've only ever seen it once, but I remember I really liked it when I watched it.
Yo, Masa, if you still here, bro, DMC 3 on the Switch really is the best version, bro. This is fucking crazy.
What's a good RPG to get invested in emotionally, story-wise? Well, any of the Persona games, but to give you something better than that, get invested in emotionally, story-wise? I don't know. Most of the ones that like I actually really enjoy and play as, I don't really think they have like incredible stories. I could tell you games like I've heard about, but like I haven't played. Like, the Yakuza games get people pretty invested, or like Metaphor, I was told was really good. The Trails series, but I haven't played any of them for myself. Fire Emblem maybe. I mean, I've only played 3 Fire Emblem games, and like the only one that I would say had like a incredible story was Three Houses. Because I think it has the best story of the ones that I've played. Like Awakenings was good, but it didn't like blow me away. Engage's story is really bad, actually. Tales of Berseria. Yeah, I heard that game's good. I haven't played Expedition 33 for myself yet. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, I like the story a lot, but it's just so much yapping. It's not really like emotional. Chrono Trigger's an old timer. Chat. I have Chrono Trigger on the way. The Nintendo DS. Chrono Trigger and Pokemon Black 2. Think of the SNES version? Nah, so I had 2 viewers come through and they're gifting me copies of those games. So shout out to oh man, I think his name was Bananayo or something like that. Well, his Twitter name is like AO_D, but his Twitch name was like I forget because he's relatively new. I know he was in Thunderstream and stuff before, but he's giving me a copy of Pokemon Black 2, and then there's a viewer named Hayoshu who was giving me his copy of Chrono Trigger for the DS. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, people were telling me that the DS port for Chrono Trigger is actually like the best way to play the game. It's like the best version. And I kind of want to play that game like pretty bad. Like that's actually, as far as games that I don't own right now, that's the one that was on the top of my priority list. I'm really excited to add to the collection. And he had a complete inbox with like the poster, the manual, and everything. So that game's worth like $100 like that, and they're just giving me these for free. So that's $300 I'm saving between the 2 of those games. They're both pretty expensive. My friend found a copy of Chrono Trigger unopened and it got graded as a 9.6. I know that shit's worth some bread. Wonder which ending out of the 14 you'll get. There's 14 different endings in Chrono Trigger. I had no idea. Regular DS games look foggy on the 3DS. Foggy? Have I popped in a regular DS cartridge into my... No, I did. I played well, not played, but like some of the games I tested, like the Kingdom Hearts and shit. They look fine to me. But I mean, if I'll try it on my 3DS and my DS Lite, and if I notice like a distinct difference, and I have no issue playing that on my DS Lite if that's the better way to do it. I do really love my 3DS though. Black 2 White 2 has the best post game in my opinion. Interesting. Let's see that. Also, I have a new 3DS XL, so I wonder if that makes a difference. Because I put Kingdom Hearts 358 days over 2, or 358 over 2 days in my 3DS, and it looked perfectly fine. But I don't think I tried any other DS game in there.
streets are saying that Yudi is racist.
They're right.
What? No, it's not true. It's false.
The Sony Imaging Edge app is awful. In case anybody was curious.
Not even familiar with what that is.
That is a little joint that you can use to like control your camera through like an iPad or something, or like a phone. It's the Sony one and it's fucking dog shit.
I'm alive. It's on the.
Okay, so I'm a lot better fading to my left than to my right when I try to take like fading threes. Keep that in mind. That was really. Are the boys ready for some basketball?
I can hop on. Hold on.
You know what drives me nuts? Seeing old Pokemon games selling for some bullshit price, but they got the original sales sticker $29.99 still stamped on the plastic. Yeah, yeah, been there. I forget what game it is. One of the games I just bought still had the old sticker on it. I was like, yeah, must be. It was new. It was like the new price. It was $29.99, brand new.
I think if anything, that kind of like I get it. I get where the frustration comes from, but I think that kind of like adds to the nostalgia. Like, I don't know, like these were the times.
I get where you're coming
When you were
from.
walking through the mall.
And
Yeah,
and I do feel part of that, but there's also another part of me that's like, I'm paying 5 times that right now.
yeah. Fucking-
Also, games being $80 is really just becoming the norm, huh?
Did Xbox announce a bunch of $80 games today, or is?
Nah, I just feel like I'm slowly but surely seeing more games be priced at 80. Like Mario Kart's 80. I think the fucking, what was it? Is the Sonic game 80 or was it 70? But either way, like I'm just seeing like
Sonic game was 70, but the digital deluxe or whatever would be like 100 or something like that.
Gotcha.
They could have fucking that Sonic racing game almost had it. They could have like, if they would have been like, by the way,
If they
this
would
game
have
is
said 50.
I was gonna say 40 feels like a stretch, but if they would have came out and said, by the way, this game is $50, that would have been the flex that they thought crossplay was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crossplay's at the point where it's like not really a flex anymore. That's just supposed to be expected. Like,
Especially if you're a third-party game like that, then yeah, I mean, you should have crossplay, man.
Yeah. Like, I think it needs to come up more often when people talk about how brand exclusivity is horrible for games, that Nintendo exclusively does this, but also, like, nobody expected Nintendo to, like, have Mario Kart on multiple systems.
Yeah.
yo, Kenpachi White Flash, thank you for the raid, homie. I greatly appreciate that. Welcome everyone to the Road to the Flowers. I'm Lotus Asakura, the one who never knows best.
Speaking of, I don't know if you saw Thunder, but the Xbox Game Showcase, like 95% of the games there had the PS5 logo on it too. It was just like, damn, y'all just sitting in the cuck chair.
Did the clock game have it? Because they flashed at the end like Xbox Family, but I didn't see like Steam or PS5 pop up at all.
Oh wait,
anywhere.
really? I don't know. That might have been one of the ones that didn't have it, but I would still be shocked.
What's good, everybody
that
who's
did not
tuning
come
in?
to PlayStation.
We watched the NBA Finals earlier.
Yeah,
Game
that
2,
was like
Pacers
that was
versus
the game.
Thunder,
I was
and
like,
now I'm
this
chilling
looks
while I'm
pretty
waiting for the
good
homies
if
to
they
jump
do it
on
right.
2K
That's
so
like a
we can,
big if.
shoot
It's
some
either gonna be
hoops.
one of those ones you forget about in
We had a
2
good
weeks,
stream though,
or it's
homie.
generational.
That game does look quite good, I must admit.
How was the Pokemon stream Thunder? I missed most of it. I think I tuned in toward the end.
Dude, if you want a shiny anything, they're free right now. They're on sale for free. Because first of all, the game runs smoother, but not even factoring that in, your shiny odds for anything you're hunting just went up 2.5 times because it went from 15 Pokemon on screen to 40.
Right.
So I got most of them without eating sandwiches, but I farmed 2 in a 30-minute sandwich. I farmed 2 Iron Valiants and 4 Iron Hands. Shiny. Like, it was actually a minefield running through the cave in Area 0 getting Iron Hands shiny because there are so many fucking Iron Hands down there when you eat the sandwiches.
Sounds as crazy as no, it sounds crazier than fucking than Let's Go, because shiny hunting in that game was pretty easy, but it was pretty fun still. And
yeah, I mean, I think the difference is, like, if you're doing shiny hunting in Let's Go was still time consuming because you had to work up the chain at least, right?
Yeah.
Like that was you had to work up the chain to 31 or whatever. And in this one, if you're farming an outbreak, you have to defeat however many, but defeating them is way quicker because you're just spamming the R key. But I didn't even need the sandwiches for any of the outbreaks I farmed. I just got them, which was nuts. I only use the sandwiches on Area 0 because they don't have outbreaks down there.
gotcha. Bro had to YouTube videos go crazy. I greatly appreciate that, man. I'm doing my best. You see the Persona 4 reveal? Yes, I did. I'm looking forward to it. That game looks like it was a very, very rushed announcement that they weren't ready for, and that game looks like it's still extremely early in development and most likely will not be releasing until at least 2027, and honestly wouldn't surprise me if it's not until 2028. Which, I mean, doesn't really matter to me too much because I'm like not pressed for like a new playthrough of Persona 4 anytime soon anyway. Like, it wasn't that long ago that I last played it. It was longer than I realized because when I checked, it's been 2 years, but P4G still holds up really well in my opinion, and is still a great game to play through. So having to wait that long for the remake is whatever. But when you compare to that game to like what P3R looked like the first time they revealed it, it's a huge difference. And I don't know. It just also like aesthetically looks very different from like, I feel like P3 and P5. So it's interesting where they're going with like the art direction and shit. So I don't know. I'm not opposed to it, but there wasn't really a whole lot to like be excited for other than the fact that like we know it exists, which we kind of already knew anyway because all the voice actors and shit like basically confirmed and leaked it, which is probably a reason why they rushed and made this announcement, even though they really had nothing to show. Yo, for sure, Kenpachi, I greatly appreciate that. And good luck on your journey, man. DualSense controller battery level is low, isn't it always?
What the fuck am I listening to? Fucking 2K music.
Raidou and P5X are out this month, so it's not like we won't have any games until. Yeah, I still have Metaphor to play through as well. In SMT Vengeance. And I'll probably be picking up Raidou. I actually just did a sponsor for them the other day. Like a YouTube ad. And yeah, I want to pick that game up. I think that game's also only like $50. Like, I'm gonna probably grab that for the Switch. Also, I'm hoping I get contacted to do a sponsor for P5X because I want to play that game anyway. And if I can get sponsors to do it, that'd be great.
Does also mean it's going to be like probably 3 or 4 more years minimum before you get a Persona 6?
3 or 4 more years before we even get the announcement. Well, I mean, so they've now for the second or third time alluded to the fact that they are working on it. But like, yeah, a Persona 6 isn't coming until 2029 at the earliest, I feel like. If not more.
I guess it's making a shit ton of money, so why not? But I feel like the remakes felt kind of rushed. Like 3 came out and like the 3 remake came out and everybody was gas on that, and 4 is like kind of sure, but now it's like you can't do another remake for a while because 5 still feels new. I don't know, unless you're going a Last of Us route. But
yeah,
guys, I may have shit all over myself.
What does that mean?
I overexposed the shit out of my camera when I recorded this video. Surely nobody comments on it.
I think it'd be alright.
I thought it was gonna look really swaggy, and now I look like a fucking idiot.
I'm sure it'll come together.
I am not personally someone who felt like Persona 4 Golden needed a remake, because I still feel like the old, like I played this shit on PC and it's still pretty good. And Omega and I were talking about this before, but I would have preferred like remakes of the first two games that no one ever talks about or played because they're so old and shit and don't hold up nearly as well. But that is basically like making a new fucking game. But I would prefer that or Persona 6 over P4 remake. That being said, like I'm looking forward to it. I will 100% be buying it and playing it whenever it does release, but remake of 5 is Royal? Nah, Royal isn't a remake, it's an expansion. It is still largely the same game.
Royal is like the Pokemon Emerald to Ruby Sapphire kind of, right?
Yeah, it's a much closer comparison than calling it a remake.
Or like a director's cut version or something.
Yeah, I mean, you're still mostly playing the same game. They just add more shit to it. Like there's extra content like at the end of the game in terms of like the story, but they also like sprinkled in a lot of the new shit throughout the stories for it to kind of like make some sense. And you know, some new mechanics and shit.
I have to restart my computer. I'll be 1 second.
For sure. For the fellas who don't like Tartarus, how quickly did y'all get sick of it? Because I only started getting tired of it by like 200ish, but I still like it very much. I never got tired of it. I enjoy grinding in video games, so like just mindlessly like slogging through like a dungeon or some shit, it doesn't really phase me. It takes a lot. Like my patience for that kind of thing is like pretty high. Persona 4 only Xbox? No, but for whatever reason, Atlas has been doing these Persona announcements through Xbox. And P3 was the same way. I think when I did my sponsor, it was Xbox
if you want to
sponsor.
know, it's because Microsoft has the marketing rights with Sega.
That makes sense. Yeah, they'll be getting my money regardless. Well, unless they give it to me for free, but Afro's patience with Persona is very low. Yeah, I see. Brag much? No, that wasn't a brag. That was just wishful thinking. Just putting that in the universe. I get my fair share of free games, but I still pay for most of my stuff. I paid for the collector's edition of P3. I didn't get that for free. Actually, did I get any Atlas game for free other than
I got
SMT
I got
Vengeance?
Persona 3 for free, and I still bought the collector's edition.
I probably still
Fucking
would have
idiot.
too. Even though I don't really think the collector's edition was that good, but I was just so excited. Actually, wait, no, did I get the game? I think I got... Do I have this game on PC? Because if I have it on PC, I think I got the PC copy for free. Do I have this game on Steam? No, that's portable I'm thinking of, which I paid for. How much is Reload on PC? Out of curiosity. Ah, $70. It was $70 for the regular edition. Wow, worth it.
Somebody send me a squad invite.
Got you.
Maybe I should turn on the Xbox.
Xbox, turn on. Oh shit! I invited Yagami. He actually showed up.
Bang!
Remake we really need is Yakuza 3 Kiwami. You know what I need a remake for? Life.
Damn.
Yeah, shit, you huh? don't you know for Kingdom Hearts I like Recon?
Xbox blowjob.
I don't think that's a feature that's been programmed into the hardware of that device.
You have an Xbox? Do you know, boy?
I guess you got me there.
I know Yudi just ordered his Xbox when I said that shit.
I'm not excited for a new generation of people misconstruing Naoto and Kanji's stories. I think the best part about Persona is the fact that I know nothing about nor have ever been involved in the discourse surrounding that series or those games.
I talked a little bit about that in the shit I recorded, actually.
Would you care to inform me?
Well, because I was talking about what I would like to be changed in Persona 4, and I brought up Yosuke's character because, you know, he's kind of, not even kind of, he just is misogynistic and homophobic a lot of the time through the game. And like, I brought up the fact that like, it kind of makes no sense for his character to be that, because like you have somebody like Kanji in the game who is like battling with like, not what people commonly misconstrue as like homosexual thoughts or anything, but more so masculinity and what it means to be a man and everything. And I feel like it just makes no sense for like Yosuke to be around somebody like that and then to still be homophobic. Like that makes no fucking sense to me. Right. Like you are in such a diverse friend group. You know, you see what Kanji has gone through. You see what Naoto's gone through as like, and like what the patriarchal system does to like somebody like her or whatever. And you are still sexualizing and objectifying women and shit like that. Just doesn't make any fucking sense. But yeah, like with Kanji's character in particular, a lot of people like tend to think that a lot of his character arcs like are around, you know, battling his sexuality, when it's not that. It's like, you know, toxic masculinity and like what being a man really is.
Yeah, I
get too woke.
Oh, what's that?
I just said, don't, let me not get too woke.
Nah, you good. I was just thinking about what you said, because I mean, like, I do think that is a logical and like understandable interpretation or like misunderstanding people get from Kanji's character, because it does just seem like that nigga's fighting his gay thoughts.
And what drives that home is the shit that Yosuke says about him.
Yeah.
You know, and what the shit that Yosuke says to him. So like, but the fact is like, because there's like the whole thing of like, damn, like Yosuke was supposed to be gay or whatever. I don't even necessarily need him to be like gay, but I need him to reconcile with the fact that like he kind of treated a lot of his friends like shit, and that like I feel like that could be a good teaching moment, not only for Yosuke but also for the player as well.
Right. The intention of Yosuke to me was that he learned from his mistakes, but Golden didn't show that enough. Like, he's supposed to grow, but doesn't.
I agree.
Let's take it easy, Squire. Thank you for hanging out, man. Aries, remake Chrono Trigger in HD 2D in My Life Is Yours. That would be very fire.
That would be very Giga Pete gas.
I will be playing Chrono Trigger soon enough. I got that Dragon Quest. Was it Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Markman for sliding me this, by the way. This is in the game that I'm looking forward to playing a lot at some point. Sent you an invite. Oh, Yagami, are you out there, boy?
You're snorkeling.
Snorkeling is a really funny one because it just makes no fucking sense. Like, where'd you even... like, did that nigga go swimming or some shit recently? Like, I don't...
Shit, he might have.
Have you played 358 over 2 days? No, I haven't. I bought it for my DS, but it's on the list. It's in the backlog. I have almost 30 games in my backlog, by the way. I've been actually using the fucking backlog website shit to keep track of the games I'm playing and buying and everything. I think I have 27 games in my backlog right now.
I saw Balvin online on 2K. I invited him. He went offline.
Be like that. You don't like us.
Yo.
I get it.
Yoch.
It was good, man. Yeah, I have
Lotus
27 games in
snorkeling.
here. So in the backlog chat, we got Unicorn Overlord, Pokemon
Banger.
Ultra Moon, Fire Emblem
I
Fated
still have that game
Conquest,
sealed.
Ultra Moon.
No, Overlord.
Well, mine is sealed, but
YouTube, bro.
mine is also sealed, but I just recently bought it.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem Fates Conquest, Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, Chrono Trigger, Fire Emblem Warriors, Pokemon Sun, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remake, Metaphor, Expedition 33, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor, SMT 5 Vengeance. I'm playing Scarlet right now. Yakuza 0, Code Vein, the Atelier games, so Atelier Riza 1 and 2, Soul Hackers 2, which I did start and I was playing through, and then I just didn't finish. Now it's the game like I gotta start over. Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Shining Pearl, Trials of Mana.
Hey, Af.
It was enough, bro. Fucking Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Persona 5 Tactics, Strikers. And
Yo, Afro, we got room for one more in 2K if you want to play.
Ugh. Let Lotus talk. Don't interrupt him.
I finished.
Yo.
Yeah, so yeah, like Lotus was saying, bro. We got one more. If we got room for one more, go.
You know when Goku starts swinging his head back before he transforms, that's how you get me right now.
What the flark? I have an AI on me, Godspeed.
Yo, did you see the Death Stranding presentation?
No.
That wasn't streamed?
It was, but I
Never
mean,
started Miles
that game
Morales.
comes out like tomorrow. I don't want to.
I'm already sold. I don't want to know
I don't
anymore.
have to finish Miles Morales. I never started at the beginning.
I'm
It's still
too much
brand new
at
in
this point.
plastic.
What the flark?
Also,
you fakes.
SMT4 and Apocalypse.
We're not fakes.
are
We're
on
too into it.
my
Like, honestly, I didn't even want to see the
games I
cutscene
just
from the other
haven't
day
bought yet, but I
at
plan
Summer
on
Games
it.
Fest because like the 6-minute trailer was all I needed.
When does it come out? 16th?
No.
20 something or other.
So it's the 26th if you are getting it on regular release day, and if you got the deluxe, you get it on the 24th. I think.
Got you.
Got you a CUDA type shit.
You guys can't wait to walk on the beach and be confused for like the first few hours and understand it towards like the half.
Can't wait to walk out and be immersed in the
Right.
world that they've given me and have it slowly reveal itself
Like this-
bit by
this-
bit
this
in a show
fucking-
not tell manner. Yes.
This fucking dumbass Af like needs everything explained to him, like fucking breadcrumbs all across everywhere, so that way he can never feel lost, bro. Never feel wonderment or joy. Body. Yeah, stay muted, boy. He knows what's good for him.
Pretty deep into that game right now. I'm not gonna lie. The first one.
Where are you at?
Fucking plucked by the AI player. Are you dead ass?
I just got my ride. My vehicle. The vocal.
Oh, nice.
What a move. Oh.
You punched me in the fucking dick.
The game is significantly louder than ever. Oh shit, hold on. There you go. Also, let me turn off this music.
Look at Lotus aura farming, making himself the loudest.
I feel like as a streamer I should be louder than everyone, but it wasn't that I was louder than everyone, it was that the game was louder than everyone.
Hey, bro. I know what you are.
Black?
Right.
Do you know what chapter you're on? Or episode?
Not on the top of my wool head. A lot of the time I'm playing that game, I'll like put music on while I'm gaming, and then I'll, watch a cutscene.
You mean you're missing the low roar when you go over the mountainsides?
I mean,
My game's about to crash. Yep.
that should be fine when I put my own music on.
No fucking way.
No.
You want treats?
We dashboarding?
I was gonna say, are we dashboarding, bro?
Flark. I mean, I got an AI on me, bro. I'm down.
We out of here, bro.
2K hates
Make
you.
it so ass like
Game
2K.
is so ass.
I'm actually fire at 2K. You wouldn't know though, boy.
Shut up, pussy. Who you calling boy? Boy? You flirting bastard?
Bang! All right, I'm leaving.
As he rage quits because he's bad.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
That's not why they're leaving.
That's why Thunder, don't defend him.
I'm leaving because of friendship and camaraderie.
After there's chapter 5. is whenever you beat episode 5, that's the one that I always hinge on. That's the chapter or episode that I'm always like, when you get on the back end of that, you let me know how you feel.
I don't even remember where I left off. I was playing that shit for like a week and a half, and then I just stopped playing it randomly.
I actually did that with it my first time too. I'm kind of glad I picked up where I left off because I was well past the halfway point. I was on the back end of the game, but for whatever reason I had to quit, and then I tapped back in and played through the whole ending. But I liked it a lot.
I actually do that a lot. I did that shit with Xenoblade 2 and fucking Persona.
I hate it because I feel like I have to start the game all over again. Yeah.
I only feel like that if it's like a really open world, like customizable, like Skyrim-y type game, where it's like I have a build. There's a shit ton of like very unique different side quests, and I've done some of them, and I don't remember which ones I've done or which ones I haven't and stuff. Then I feel too lost. I gotta reset it.
How was your day, Afro? Did you enjoy the Xbox Showcase, GOAT?
Meh. Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah. Sound like you're in the car though.
I am.
Ooh, can I answer this one?
All right, answer it for me. Let's see if we get it.
They didn't show Fable 4. Afro's a little let down.
No. I was prepared for another Fable 4 because I got pushed back.
Wow, really? I was actually expecting to see something out of Fable today.
I felt like because it's not coming out this year, there's no like they're not like pressing too heavy. The only thing that let me down was the Black Ops 7. Like that one pissed me off.
For the
I can't
ending?
believe they did that.
Yeah, that shit was horrible.
This
I
nigga said
thought
that
that-
one more thing. I was like,
There were-
no fucking way.
No, and right before that, he even said like, "Oh, someone who's been with Xbox since the beginning," and it's like, no, you haven't. Like, first of all, Xbox was out for a couple years before COD hopped on it, and secondly, COD hopped off your dick to ride Sony's for a while, so this is weird. But like, yeah, that was. And then thirdly, it looked like that game could have been anything. That could have been the Kojima Jordan Peterson game they talked about a year ago.
Bro, what was getting me excited is someone in chat said Deus is knocking out. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're just fucking right.
I thought it was Prey too. Like, wait, because I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
if you played
Could have been that.